Her daughter Jamie Clark, announcing the death on the author's website and Facebook page, said Ms. Grafton had cancer. With the publication of her latest book in August, Ms. Grafton's alphabetical series had reached Y as for yesterday. She was adamant that her books would never be turned into movies or TV shows, her daughter wrote, and in that same vein, she would never allow a ghostwriter to write in her name. Because of all of those things, and out of the deep abiding love and respect for our dear sweet Sue. As far as we in the family are concerned, the alphabet now ends at Y. Ms. Grafton's husband, Stephen F. Humphrey, said her illness had prevented her from making any progress on the planned final book in the series, although she did have the title. Continue reading the main story. Recent comments show churn 3 hours ago. Very sorry to hear this. Sue and I met in Columbus, Ohio, when Steve was in grad school with my first husband. She was a completely Nora. 3 hours ago I waited patiently for each letter to be published. Instead of waiting for my turn at the library, I'd have to spring for them with cold. Richard Jones. 3 hours ago. We will miss Sue Grafton and Kinsey Malone. RIP. She always said that last book would be Z is for Zero, he said. She'd been saying that for 30 years. Sue Taylor Grafton was born on April 24, 1940, in Louisville, Kentucky. Her father, C.W. Grafton, was a lawyer who also wrote mystery novels, and her mother, the former Vivian Harnsberger, was a teacher. Ms. Grafton graduated from the University of Louisville in 1961 and tried but quickly abandoned a graduate program, instead moving to California. Her first novel, Keziah Dane, was published in 1967. She helped adapt her second, The Lolly Madonna War, 1969, into a screenplay, and after that movie was released in 1973, she worked intermittently writing for television. A series she created, Nurse, ran for 2 seasons on CBS in the early 1980s. But she did not care for the dynamics of writing for TV and film. Ask me if I'd ever sell the film or TV rights to these books, she said in a 2013 interview with the Minneapolis Star-Tribune promoting W as for Wasted. No, I would not. I would never let those clowns get their hands on my work. They'd ruin it for everyone, me more than most. She had actually written 7 novels before she began the Alphabet series. Of those, no, 4 and 5 were published, she told the Star-Tribune. The rest are in the trash. A is for Alibi was her 8th book and, she said, my ticket out of Hollywood. The notion of the alphabetical series, she said, was inspired by the Ghastly Crumb Tinies, Edward Gorey's macabre 1963 rhyming book in which 26 children meet bizarre ends. I was smitten with all those little Victorian children being dispatched in various ways, she told the New York Times in 2015. A is for Amy who fell down the stairs. B is for Basil assaulted by bears. C is for Clara who wasted away. D is for Desmond thrown out of a sleigh. Edward Gorey was deliciously bent. Her book series features Kinsey Malone, a private investigator, whom A is for Alibi introduced this way. My name is Kinsey Malone. I'm a private investigator, licensed by the state of California. I'm 32 years old. Twice divorced. No kids. The day before yesterday I killed someone and the fact weighs heavily on my mind. Ms. Grafton read the Nancy Drew books and Agatha Christie growing up, but, she said, the first book that really rocked her was Mickey Spillane's I, the Jury, after Nancy Drew and Agatha Christie. What a revelation, she said. And it may have been the moment when the spirit of Kinsey Malone first sparked to life.